Terry, I'm a London cabbie. Big up yourself. Proper old school job that is, mate. And pick this American guy up. I told him I supported Chelsea, and his reply was, Todd Bowley is a total psychopath. Well, look, saying that he's a total psychopath, we're going to come back to some more super chats in a minute. But Xavi Simons and Hato to Chelsea, both reportedly close to agreements. I spoke to a journalist this morning that said that personal terms are done for both. That's all breaking in and around now. I mean, how good a signings, Mo, would these two players be for Chelsea going into next season?
Chelsea are serious, and people really underestimate how good Chelsea are. If they sign a centre-back in Hato, I think he's a very, very good centre-back. I think Xavi Simons will add a lot to their team that people don't talk about Chelsea, because I think people are scared of Chelsea. Because people are scared that Chelsea with that midfield and João Pedro and Delap, and if they get Xavi Simons and Paco Correa has been playing, I think people are scared that with an Italian manager as well, Chelsea don't miss with Italian managers normally. So I believe that Chelsea are cooking. The question is, are Chelsea going to challenge for the title? I believe that Chelsea have a chance of finishing above one of the top three. The less realistic one is for them to finish above Liverpool. But they might finish above Arsenal. They might finish above City. They can challenge. Last season, by the way, the problem with Chelsea was not defensively the most of the season. It was actually goal scoring most of the season. Chelsea scored less than Newcastle, Arsenal, City, Liverpool. And that was the main problem. And signing Xavi Simons with João Pedro, I genuinely believe they are cooking. And I think that people need to take them seriously. Because when Chelsea are on it, they're on it. They're on it in the cup competitions. They reach finals. In the league, though, that is the question. Because Chelsea haven't won the league since 2017. And Italian managers are not the greatest in the league. We all know this. But if he's given the right tools, I genuinely think that they can do something.
Except
I'm not saying...
Respect Conte, mate.
Which is he's shit in the cups, you know.
That's it's very bad
way around. Yeah. But the problem is, I think, and I'm going to present this argument to the people and to the panel, Terry and Hussein. No one picked Liverpool to win the league last season. Everyone said that it will be Arsenal and Chelsea. Circumstances, right? Like Liverpool won the league, and Liverpool won the league in February. I know that I'm not going to say that this is going to happen at Chelsea, but people need to open their mind to the possibility that things happen in football different than what you think happens. Even Osam himself, a Liverpool fan, picked Arsenal first and City second and Liverpool third. He said we're going to fall off, and they didn't. Yes, Mohamed Salah had a brilliant season, but Chelsea can have a Cole Palmer who can have another brilliant season because he had the one before. João Pedro looks like a weapon to them. Caicedo's getting better by the game. Enzo Fernandez is getting better. There is Lavia, there is Andre Santos. Cucurella is now being a third centre-back is great. Levi Kulur is now finally living up to his potential when he played at Brighton. So it's not out of the realms of possibility that Chelsea steal it, especially with how things are going for the clubs. They can actually battle each other. No one is guaranteed anything in the league. I'm actually thinking that Chelsea are now going to be the leopard in the tree next season, not Manchester City. It's going to be Chelsea leopard in the tree shit.
Okay, can I tell my opinion on Chelsea? I have an opinion.
Go ahead.
Look,
of course you have an opinion.
Chelsea haven't cracked 80 points in the league, 80 points, since 2017. I think it's a very fair and objective take. But since then, they've been to like 8-9 finals. They actually have won quite a few cups. It's very fair to say that Chelsea are now stronger as a cup team than they are as a league team. You know? Like, that's the thing. Like, Chelsea in the cups... Okay, I'll put it to you this way. It would shock me less if Chelsea win the Champions League versus if Chelsea win the league. So if you tell me Chelsea have a chance in the Champions League, I would shake your hand right now and say, you know what? You're making a good point. Premier League, I still think they need a bit more consistency for that. Now,
here's the thing. Can I present an argument with you? There are players at Chelsea that are very consistent, Hussein, and you said that.
Yes, Cole Palmer.
Caicedo. Enzo Fernandez has been consistent last season. Cucurella has been consistent.
I like Enzo. I think Enzo is their best midfielder now.
Probably, whatever you want to say. You know that João Pedro can be consistent. Delap can be good for them. Xavi Simons has scored more goals, if I'm not mistaken, than Ekitike last season in the Bundesliga in a worse team.
Let me tell you something about this Chelsea thing. I have an opinion on this from a football perspective. I think Chelsea are really trying to replicate PSG's front four. Hear me out. Simons left wing, Palmer right wing, up top, João Pedro. They can all interchange. They're all technically very sound. They're all very good footballers from a technical aspect. They can all interchange with each other and do what PSG do to a smaller degree. And Maresca actually in the press conference said that he wants, instead of like a player that scores 25 goals, he says he wants 3 players that score 15 goals each. So he wants multiple different threats. So I do see there's a world in which that happens. Here's how I look at the 3 contenders. I have to respect Manchester City because they have that bald bastard called Pep Guardiola. So I can never ever disrespect Manchester City. So forever I'm respecting, you get me, Manchester City. I think Arsenal with the signing of Joker has guaranteed 2nd place. But with Chelsea, I'm side-eyeing them. Like with Chelsea, I'm worried a little bit. Just a little bit. Because I know I'm bigger, I know I'm stronger, but they're still like a UFC fighter, you know? So when I'm driving, I'm looking at the mirror and I'm watching if Chelsea are getting too close. So Chelsea have earned my respect after beating PSG. Conference League, I don't give a shit. Me and you, Mo, we agree with this completely. Conference League, if they played B team all the way throughout, they would have won the Conference League. So forget Conference League. But the fact that they beat PSG 3-0 in a final that PSG wanted to win, because Enrique was literally choking Joao Pedro after the game. So don't tell me they didn't care. They cared. They wanted to win. The fact that Chelsea beat PSG 3-0 shows me that they're capable on their day of beating anyone. Now, the reason why I brought up consistency is, Mo, this is the thing with Chelsea. Chelsea is not, the problem of Chelsea is not going to City away. The problem of Chelsea is like Brentford at home, you know, like shit like this, you know what I'm saying? Like Forest at home, Forest away. Like those are the games where Chelsea will sit there, like even Chelsea fans go like, shit, like this might be a problematic game for us. Chelsea need to drive up their consistency. The good thing for Chelsea is, look, you build up confidence and momentum. Their start to the season is very easy. So come game week 6, game week 7, if they're on 21 points with 7 wins, they will start to believe and believe and believe and believe and believe, you know, and that's the thing that will drive them forward. So I think with Chelsea, like they're a team that worry me a little bit, but I still think they need a little bit extra piece in the forward line. Because
okay, one of the things
I don't trust Pedro Neto. I trust Palmer. Okay, we agree on Palmer. We agree on Joao Pedro. Xavi Simons, me and you both like. I don't trust Pedro Neto. I don't trust any of their bench options. Delap I like, but trust is too far, you know?
But
so,
you know that consistency-wise, Chelsea last season had 2 problems. Goal scoring and the midfield being open in some games to transition. Maresca fixed that second problem. Chelsea, we saw against PSG, Chelsea are not wide open. We saw it against Liverpool. Chelsea are not wide open in the middle. So he fixed that problem. It's finished. Goal scoring, they are actually signing forwards that can score goals. In the lap, Simmons, Pedro, along with Cole Palmer. Basically, what Chelsea did in this window is that they didn't sign a forward that will be just a box striker. Chelsea signed forwards that actually versatile. And I think that gives Enzo Maresca a lot of tools at his disposal to be consistent in the league. And I think that Chelsea will do very good in the league this season. I'm not going to say they're going to win it, but the problem now that I'm seeing in the Chelsea fan base is that they're split. Some of them are demanding challenge, and some of them are saying, no, it's a process, trust the process. They're doing the Arsenal gimmick thing. We're trust the process, we're waiting
they're
for
not doing
it.
the Arsenal gimmick thing because they're successful.
No, but they are. They're like, oh, now go and challenge for the league. No, I don't want to challenge for the league. There's too much. Like David on my show and on the top 6, he's like, no, we're not ready yet. No, you have players that you deem the best in the league in some positions. So you better go and try to challenge for the Premier League. Basically, Liverpool last season, they weren't a complete
Okay,
team.
but I'll tell you the difference with Liverpool. Liverpool had that base to build on, meaning a lot of the players in the Liverpool team literally got like 90 plus points 2 years before that. And they had the players that have won the Premier League at Liverpool, you know? So we had a base to build from. The difference with Chelsea is they don't have that league base to build from yet.
So that's what I mean. Go challenge. Go challenge.
Yeah, I think they can challenge, but they'll fall off in the league.
For the league.
I think they'll do well in the UCL, though.
Do you think they're going to go further than the likes of Liverpool, Arsenal, City?
Okay, here's the thing. If you tell me right now, you look at this camera straight in the face and say, Hussam, I think Chelsea will win the Champions League, I wouldn't call you crazy. That's how because in a one-off game they're capable of beating anyone. They have that capability. That's what I'll say. So I think in the Champions League they can cook.
Yeah, they can win any of the cup competitions already, in my opinion. Looking at these signings, I know we start this segment on it. I don't know that much about Hato. I know that a lot of people rate him though, so I need to do my. I'm going to do a Don that I've got to do more research on him. I can't give a full comprehensive opinion. I got him on FIFA, and he's fucking fast, right? I got him on a card. I packed him, as the kids say, and he's very, very good. But that isn't a sensible way to.
But do you know what the problem with Hato is, right? He's a left-footed centre back.
No, he's actually a better left back than he is a centre back.
But yeah, he's a left-footed guy. Chelsea are sending a left-footed guy to be a backup for Saka and Kulul. Who's going to play on the right side? If Fofana gets injured and he says Chalobah, you basically don't have a right centre back still. He's a very good defender, and I saw him at Ajax. He played right-sided sometimes, but he's a great player, very good youngster for the future, amazing. But I'm not sure that still the right-sided centre back is a little bit of a problem. Yes, Chalobah has stepped up, but I'm not sure if Fofana is going to get fit. Like, this is the thing. Like, I know there is a bomba now for Hato that Chelsea made an official bid.
Where is the bomba?
Chelsea made an official bid for Hato.
People said Hato bomba. Who dropped the bomba? Orni?
Pais, it's Fabrizio Romano. Okay, basically, Pais said that Chelsea made an official bid.
Sorry. When you say he's just dropped it, it's not on my feed. Where? I'll just refresh.
Me neither. That's what I'm looking at.
CFC Pais have said that Chelsea have made an official bid for Hato, John, Johan Lennon. And Fabrizio responded to him. That means he's agreeing that Chelsea made a bid.
Yeah, so
okay, fair.
Yeah,
but I like it. But what about Xavi Simons as well? Because a lot of hype, a lot of people rated him for years.
He's better than all their left wingers. He is. He just is. He's better than all the left wingers. Who's a good left winger at Chelsea? Name them right now. Who?
Neto.
Okay. Yeah, have some shame. Have some shame. Neto has worse numbers than fucking Martinelli. I think this season. Allow it, bro. Neto is not that good, bro. Let's just allow it. I promise you, next summer Neto's getting sold. I'm telling you right now. Mark it down. Neto's getting sold.
Gittins, people have not watched enough of Gittins to say he's a
bro. Gittins is too raw. Gittins ain't ready for this.
I like him.
He's too raw. He's too raw. Not ready yet. I think Simmons is gonna play left wing because they ain't gonna drop no Cole Palmer for nobody. So I think Simmons is gonna play left wing and they can rotate. They're all rotational pieces. You play, if you're playing Burnley at home, you can play Pedro in the 10, in front of him Delap, on the left Simmons, on the right Palmer. You cook the shit out of them. So that's what I'm saying. So yeah, I'll be honest with you, bro. I think Chelsea just worry me just a little bit.
What are you in terms of like making problems at the league, for example?
Yes, I think they will make some noise.
Is Chelsea the third best team or is it Man City?
I think City's the second best team on paper right now. Ballon d'Or winner Rodri, Haaland, goal scoring machine. They maintained Ruben Diaz.
You think City are better than Arsenal?
I think the only thing about City, and probably even City fans themselves will tell you this, they're unsure about their keeper situation right now. What's going to go on with the keeper? Because that's important. James Trafford, I don't think is like whatever. I don't know.
Yeah, like just Chelsea for me are gonna cause.
Isn't it City are gonna sign James Trafford? I swear, I saw this yesterday.
Yeah, that can't be their new number one. They've got to be going for a Donnarumma. They've got to be going for a Costa. Like, it can't be James Trafford. He ain't good enough. He's nowhere near Edison's top level. Nowhere near. You mentioned Arsenal. I got a question. Okay, so I've got a little question.